Hello, welcome. So this is probably like the 5th time that I have started a video. As you can see, no such videos have materialized. I feel like I have been floundering a bit. Like, honestly, ever since last year at least, I feel like I've lost my spark of everything, to be honest, and that's due to a lot of reasons, I think, the majority of which are out of my control, but some of which are probably within my control. I just haven't fully understood what has been happening. This doesn't make any sense. I'm not actually saying anything. Words are happening, but meaning is not being conveyed. So I feel like it's really hard for me to make things when I'm not enjoying what I'm doing. And it's not that I haven't been enjoying anything that I've been doing for languages lately. It's just that like I said, I have lost my spark, I think. I think part of that is that I have been very focused on the routine and the systems and everything. And I think that can be really good, but I think sometimes that makes me lose sight of the things that made me want to learn languages, the things that made me, want to move to another country, all of that. I've been very meta lately, not the evil company, but I've been very focused on the process lately. And so I think that might be part of the issue. I do think it's important to think about the process and to try to make it more enjoyable, but not to the extent where you're thinking about the process more than anything else. So anyway, I have a couple things that I am really, really excited about right now. I'm reading the book La Mujer Habitada by Gioconda Belli, I think. Belli, I don't know how she says her last name, but she is from Nicaragua, and she was a rebel, in the Sandinistas, and this book is about a young woman who's very privileged in Nicaragua, kind of in the 70s. It's fictionalized, it's in a fictionalized city, but it is kind of loosely based on the rebellion, and I'm really enjoying it, and I definitely want to learn a lot more. I've watched a couple short documentaries on YouTube about the Sandinistas and about Nicaragua and the US intervention and everything, but I want to watch more. There's a full-length documentary on Canopy that I want to watch maybe tonight, and today I was listening to a podcast from her on the way back from school, and yeah, I really had a good streak for a while there where I was also really enjoying 2 shows that I'm watching, one in German and one in Portuguese, so I want to get that going again, and I am enjoying some webtoons and stuff in different languages. So it's not that I'm not liking the content that I'm consuming. I think I just need to let that lead a little bit more maybe. And I'm going to have to take a little bit more of a relaxed approach going forward, because I need to be applying for jobs and planning for future things. And so that's kind of going to naturally require me to be a little bit more chill about the amount that I get done, quote unquote, in languages, because that takes a huge amount of time, obviously. I'm very excited for March. We have a language challenge with Victoria from Study Notepad, Tanya Benavente, Mariana from Life and Languages, and Joanna from Vive in Languages. So all of that will be linked below, but it's a really fun bingo board where we each came up with prompts, and there's also a spinner wheel so that you can choose the prompt at random if you would like to do that. So yeah, I'm very excited about that for March. I think it will be so much fun and will really help with what I'm talking about relaxing the focus on the structure a little bit and kind of just changing things up. It's not that I want to get rid of the structure, it's that I want to get rid of the focus on the structure, if that makes sense. We'll see how it's gonna go. I think I'm feeling better. I do feel like I have so much less time than I used to have, but I'm hoping that I will be able to utilize the time better, especially when I'm doing things that I'm really, really enjoying. So we shall see. I will check in again later. Okay, so it's the next day. I am going to the beach. Hopefully it will be warm enough to be comfortable. I'm not sure. And I really would love to, I don't think I can finish my book today, but at least make good progress. But I wanted to take a look at my February goals and see where we're at, if there's anything that we need to finish up this weekend or can finish up this weekend. One of which being this book. I think I can finish this book this weekend. My Kobo says I have 4 hours left, so we shall see. As far as my to-do lists, finish the Days of Abandonment and Capitalist Realism, which were my book club books for February, and I did finish both of those, so that's good. The goal of finishing this Spanish book, I wanted to watch a movie in each language, so Spanish, Portuguese, and German, and I did. I still need to mark off the Portuguese, but I did do that. I have down here Fire Emblem Three Houses, which was to play more of the game Fire Emblem Three Houses. I will give this like a straight line. It's not a no, but it's also not a yes. I did play it a little bit, but not a ton. Let me see if my Switch is not dead. 7%, almost dead, but if it says... Yeah, I've played less than 5 hours, so, not a huge amount, but I have played a couple hours, so yeah, next month, we'll try to work on that a little bit more, too. It's not that I want to, forego other things in order to play games, but there's a lot of time that I spend, scrolling, or even watching, a show that I'm just not really that into, that I think I would be happier if I was playing a game. I wanted to apply for 5 jobs per week. This one I just checked and I applied for 12 jobs this month, so that's not 5 jobs a week, but I didn't really start taking this seriously until the past week, honestly. So 10 of those jobs I applied for this week. So I'm gonna give it to myself because we are in high gear now. We got it. It's fine. I wanted to go to 2 events and I only went to one of them, but it was not my fault. I got a sinus infection, and so I was knocked out. Had only just started my antibiotics the day of the second event, so kind of a bummer, but again, we'll give it a straight line because it was out of my control. I did go to one of the events though, and I wanted to finish the 2023 Radio Ambulante episodes, which I could have easily done, but I wasn't really listening to things that much most of this month. And so I did not. I think I only have 5-ish more episodes to go though, so I did make a lot of progress. Those were my February goals. I do think, I think not bad at all. And I can finish hopefully the book this weekend, which will mark off the last one. Now let's think about March goals. What do I want to do? I'm gonna give it some thought and I'll be back. Hello, we're back. We're freshly showered. So I wrote my goals for March. Mostly it's kind of the same things because like I said, I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel, just trying to kind of regain joy. So I am trying to finish all of the books that I'm currently reading, in addition to obviously reading book club books. So I have that. I have an idea for a video that I want to make in Spanish for my little bonus channel. I still want to watch movies in each language, and like I said, still want to make playing Three Houses a priority this month, so that's the plan. I do have my daily habits that I am trying to maintain, which is 8,000 steps or stretching, meditation, reading, studying, and I'd like to read in at least 2 languages a day, ideally. So that's kind of what we have going on going into March, but let me know what you've been up to, and definitely check out the challenge that I linked, and I will see you next time.